Hello and welcome back to Suburban Hunt 365. I'm DJ and we are continuing on with our muzzleloader series here on this channel. Now, Rob Clarkson was kind enough, subscriber to the channel, was kind enough to send me a pack of Thor projectiles. And he sent me a set of 247 grain hollow points and 250 grain ballistic tips. And I actually took them out to the range and I shot them last week. And I was sitting there and I was pushing and I was pushing and I was trying to get it in there. It was just a giant pain to get those down in there. Now I do have video of the actual shots and I'll show them to you a little bit later in the video. But I left the range and I called Rob, or texted him rather, and I was like, hey Rob, please tell me there is a secret to getting these Thors down the barrel. Because they were by far the toughest. I mean, it was almost standing up on the pole trying to get these things down in this gun. And I was like, I cannot believe that. He goes, we didn't get you the sizing kit. And I was like, the sizing pack? Now, I have never actually ordered Thors until after this. So I had no idea. I hadn't paid any attention to it. Hadn't done a whole lot of research on the Thor bullets. Because it's not something I can just go to Walmart or go to Academy and get them. So not a lot of research goes down. He's like, man, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. We need to size your bore. And I was like, oh crap, well that sounds expensive. That's not a good thing. And it really wasn't. So I ended up going to Thor's website, which I have a link for you down below. And I got the sizing kit. Now the sizing kit comes with 4 different shots. As you can kind of see here, if I can get it to focus. There's 4 projectiles inside here that are .502, .501, .500. And actually I believe .503. Let's see here. They do come with this nifty little instruction book right here. And it is, yes, it is .503, 02, 01, and 0 even. So the ones that he bought from me or donated to the channel were .501s. So I know that if I go to .501s, it's going to be a giant pain in the butt. So I'm not even going to attempt with the 502s or the 503s because the 501s were a pain in the butt. Now I did, after this situation, went and found a video that muzzleloading.com did, and they had actually made a mention about the CVA sometimes actually requires a .499. So we're going to run this and see exactly where I'm at. But what I've done is I have ordered both packs of 247 grain, both 247 grain. So let that focus right there, 247, and they actually wrote it by hand on this one, 247. And these are the hollow points because I wanted to pick a bullet that way I could compare what happened with the 501s. And I'm actually going to, regardless of what this says here in a second, I'm going to actually shoot both the 500s and the .499s. The reason that I want to do that is that we have groups of 54, 70, and 80, or excuse me, 56, 70, and 84 grains of the Blackhorn 209. And what I want to do is I want to shoot the same groups with both of these, and I want to see how much effect that diameter has on those projectiles, because the .501 was extremely stiff getting down that barrel, and the groups weren't awesome. So I want to see which one of these is actually right for the barrel, and then 2, what effect is shooting the one that's not really the right projectile have on the groups downrange. Because I know Rob and several other guys are emphatic about how accurate Thors are, especially with using Blackhorn 209. So real quick, let's go ahead and let's size these bullets and see which one my barrel actually takes. So according to this, it says there's 2 methods you can do it. You can either remove the breech plug and push it down the barrel, or you can shoot them. Well, I'm not going to shoot in the middle of my reloading room, so we're going to push them down. So what we've done is I've removed the plug on the back. So plug is gone. This is an empty barrel, if I can find that right there, empty barrel. So what we're going to do now is close this up, and we're going to push these down, and we're going to see exactly which one of these is the right one. So according to this sheet, it actually says that the bullet slides down the barrel. If it just slides down the barrel, go to the next size. The bullet should take between 10 and 30 pounds push pressure similar to what a sabot feels like. And I tell you, that 501, I dang near could pick myself up on that pole. It was crazy. And then it says expect the bullet to make sure that there have been grooves from the rifling in the cup of the bullet. So let's go ahead, and I have cleaned the barrel, just so you know. So the last time we shot had the Blackhorn 209, but I have cleaned the barrel out to make sure. So let's move this camera down here. Alright, so we've got the projectile in there. Let's go ahead and let's see how the 500s do. Okay, that was a lot easier. Holy crap, that was a lot easier. Alright. So let's see. First, let's drop this out of here. And let's see what we got. It's going to be kind of hard to tell, but let's see if we can get it in there. There are little marks, not a lot. That actually went down pretty easy. Pretty easy. So I'm going to go back and these. Okay, so that was the 50. That was the 500. So I'm going to show you guys. The green is the 501. I'm going to show you that I'm not making this up. All right. So this is the green, and here you see it's green. So we're going to put that on top here. So this is the 501. And then take this guy. And I mean, this is no kidding. I mean, this is, so that was the difference. You just saw the other one went down. And this is, I'm telling you guys, I ain't making this up. Holy Moses. Shoo. That's rough on my hands now. All right. Hammer time, baby. Holy cow. What a pain in the butt that was. Alright, let's get this out of here real quick. Not me to do that. Let's dump that out. Okay. So, this is the 501s right here. And maybe you can see, there we go. That's the 501s and the grooves that were made on the 501. And then this is the 500s. And they're just barely grooves on there. Let's see if we can get that shiny line up here. So you can see there's just barely grooves on that 501. Oh, the 500 rather. This is the 500. This is the clear one. Alright, so that lets us know that the in the muzzleloader.com video they actually had it says, okay, what if this exact scenario happens? What if the 500 is easy enough to go down? It's not like drop down, let you go, it's going to fall all the way down there. But it does take some force to get down there. But then the 501s are a nightmare to get down. They say they go with the lighter one because pushing it down in there is not going to be good. So that lets me know that I am going to be using the .500s from now on when I order Thor. Which that's exactly what happened to me at the range. It was a nightmare, literally having to lift my whole body weight on top of those projectiles. And it's crazy to think that .001 makes that big of a difference, because it was 0.501, 0.500. That small of a change made that big of a difference. Where it was a nice push down like it was with the regular Sabots, especially the Hornadies, and then the 501 was me standing on it. So that's really going to help us out. Actually, you know what? Let's open these. These are the 0.9 or 0.4. Whoop. Let's not open these upside down. Say we did. How about that? I'm fixing to make a mess. Let's keep these over here so I don't mix them up with the other ones. Alright. So these are the .499s that I ordered. Let's see what happens here. No, didn't quite make it all the way down there. But let's see here. Yeah, there's no resistance at all. That was, there it is. I just pushed that all the way through without even having to do nothing. So, oh, and there are no lines on this 499 at all. But that really sets us up for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, the day before muzzleloader opens up here in Tennessee. So what we're going to do is move this over here so I don't mix these up. Holy cow, let's not do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out to the lease tomorrow, and since I can't use the muzzleloader yet anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take these shots. So the next thing you're going to see is, first off, I want to show you the groups that I had from the range this past week with the 501s, and then I want to show you how the 500s and then the 499s shoot.